Good afternoon, viewers. We are here for the second semi-final. Niagara Elite versus Toronto Knight Riders. Niagara Elite have won the toss and chose to bat. On the crease is Sachin and Prakash Pradeer. Sachin having to face the first ball, got off with a single, which brings Prakash on strike. Toronto Knight Riders starting with their leggy Shamit. It's an interesting strategy to start with. Shamit with the ball. One bounce to the fielder, well taken, and Praggy off the mark with a single. Sachin trying to just guide that along point, not connecting as well as you want to. It's two of the first ball, four balls. Sachin trying the same shot again. Shamit keeping his line outside off. Last ball of the over. Good bowling, good single by Sachin to long off. It's the end of the over. Good over to start with for Toronto Knight Riders. Three of it. Niagara 3 for 0. New bowlers Parikshit. Looks like another spinner. And he will be bowling from the TMZ end to Sachin Kumar. Good start by Parikshit. Yorker well defended by Sachin. Sachin here is in the USA A Team 20 squad. That's well played by Sachin. Chipped over square leg for four. Sachin showing his talent here. He's new to Canada and new to Niagara. And here comes Parikshit. Sachin tried to knock it at covers. Directly at the fielder, no runs. Sachin trying to, and that's a wicket. Sachin trying to go over square leg again, but finds the fielder at mid wicket. And that's the end of Sachin. He scored 6 of 8 balls. Good bowling by Parikshit. Consistent line. And they have the break they're looking for. This brings in Aditya. Aditya here has been the highest scorer for Niagara. Has been not out twice in 3 games and scored an admirable 44 in the last one. He will be joining Pragi on the crease. Pragi will take strike. It's bowled really outside off stump. Pragi letting it go, thinking it was wide, but that's a dot ball. And that's been declared a wide by the umpire. Bowler not happy. Prakash on strike. Prakash just guiding it over to long on for a single. And that's over. Good over for Toronto Knight Riders. Niagara 9 for 1 after 2. Prakash here has been with Niagara for a while now. Has been one of their most important players in the past few years with his batting, his bowling, and his leadership. Shamit will be continuing from the pavilion end. Pragi trying to go big, ending up at long off for a single. That'll bring Aditya on strike. It's going to be a left hand right hand combination. They have a deep mid wicket and a long on in place for Aditya. Still power play going on, so they can have only 2 fielders outside. Aditya taking strike. Well bowled by Shamit. Maintaining that line outside the off stump. Aditya trying to go through the gap, but will be happy with the single for now. Long off and long on in place for Pragi. Pragi trying to go big. Not connecting. Good bowling by Shamit. That could be a run out. Good running by Pragi. Good line by Shamit again, not giving the batsman enough room. Toronto Knight Riders having a plan for Niagara in place. Shamit to Aditya. Swing and a miss. Aditya trying to hit it over covers but not connecting. It's again good bowling by Shamit. Last ball of the over. And that's a dot ball to end the over. Niagara 12 for 1 after 3. It's a great day to play cricket out here in Niagara. It's not too hot, bit cloudy conditions. Good day for an overall game. It's not windy. Swing and a miss for Praggy. That will go through the keeper. Slight bit of misfield and that will go for 4. And that's called a no ball by the umpire. So that will be a free hit. And the one person you don't want on the crease for a free hit is Praggy. Praggy not connecting it as well. Going to long on for a single. This is Parikshit continuing from the DMZ end. Bowled a good first over and took the wicket of Sachin. I'll bring Aditya on strike. Parikshit to Aditya. Guiding it towards mid on for a single. That will bring Pragya on strike. The left and right hand combination is really moving the fielders all over the place, especially with the batsman rotating strike. Praggy connecting well, straight, finding the gap, 2 covers for 4. Ball wide off by Parikshit, and that was put away for 4 by Praggy. Another dot ball. Toronto Knight Riders would be pretty happy with their start and the way things are going. Praggy trying to go big, not connecting. Could still go for 4. 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 bounces. And that's crossed the ropes. So a good over for Niagara. 10 runs coming off it so far. And 1 ball to spare. Trying to go big. This could be a catch. It's up in the air and it's taken. There's a slight bit of confusion, but the fielder still managed to get under it and has taken a fine catch at the end of the day. And that's the end of Praggy. He's gone for 13 of 12 balls. And that's another big wicket for Toronto Knight Riders. Well, Niagara 2 wickets down. That brings the new batsman in, Sarang Hegde. Sarang here is the wicket keeper for Niagara Elite and also their vice captain. He captains the Premier team. Sarang, with a lot of experience by playing cricket in Mumbai and around Maharashtra, has been with Niagara for over 3 years now, and he will try to stay on the crease for a long time. Good way to get off the mark. Punches it to long off for a single. Aditya on strike. Quick single taken by Niagara. Chance of a run out, but safely in the crease, both batsmen. And brings Sarang on strike. Shamit, continuing his good spell, has given only 8 runs of his 2.2. It's defended by Sarang. It's a dot ball. Shamit supporting Parikshit very well. Not getting wickets, but building up the pressure. And good partnership bowling by these two. Sarang tried to go straight into Shamit's hands. Another dot ball. Misfield, and that could be true. They will settle for a one. Shamit won't be happy with the fielder. That could have been a dot ball. And that results in Aditya taking strike again. And that's sliced over point. Well played by Aditya. That's a boundary. And a welcome boundary for Niagara, which takes them to 34 of 5 overs with 2 wickets down. Parikshit will be continuing his spell from the TMZ end. He will be bowling to Sarang Hegde. Quick single by Sarang and good running by Niagara. Again, they keep changing strikes and taking singles. Niagara will be wanting to stabilize their batting and they can hit boundaries later on. Aditya on strike, and a slight misfield at point resulted in a single. Again, Niagara rotating strike. The left and right hand combination is working for them pretty well for now. Parikshit again bowling really well. Good line, not giving the batsman enough room to pull away. Great bowling by Toronto Knight Riders. And here comes Parikshit again. Another dot ball. Sarang trying to take a quick single, but hitting straight to the fielder, no chance of a run. Great bowling by Parikshit, bowling according to the field and good length. Last ball. Again, great bowling by Parikshit. Really good over for Toronto Knight Riders. Only 2 runs coming off it. Niagara 36 for 2 after 6 overs. Looks like Shamit will be finishing his spell with his fourth over. He has been really good so far and would be liking to end his spell with another good over. Shamit coming into Aditya. Slight bit of confusion, but quick single taken. Good running by Niagara. We're just waiting for Aditya here to get ready. He's had a sip of water and he's walking back now. Shamit to Sarang. It's could be a run out and it's given. Bad call, really bad confusion in Niagara, and Sarang throws his wicket. It's run out at point. Hit straight to the fielder, was looking for a run. And Niagara lose their third wicket. Score 37 for 3 after 6.2. New batsman in for Niagara, Hasib Babar. Hasib Babar usually represents Hurricanes in BDCL. He's playing for Niagara in this tournament. Aditya and Hasib will be looking to build a partnership to see Niagara help put a good total on the board. They lost 3 wickets in 6 overs. Troubling signs for Niagara, but the deep batting order will still help them have some confidence in themselves. Shamit bowling his last over. Again, he hasn't got any wickets, but he's been bowling great and partnering well with Parikshit. Building pressure, that's another dot ball. And that's an overthrow. He'll take 1 run off it. Again, hitting straight to the fielder and looking for a run. Still a bit of confusion in calling in Niagara. That brings Aditya on strike. Hasib off the mark with a single. Swing and a miss by Aditya. Great bowling by Shamit. Looked like a straighter one. Last ball. Dot ball of the last. Great spell by Shamit comes to an end. 4 overs. He's conceded only 15 runs. That's a really good spell for Toronto Knight Riders. They'd be pretty happy with himself. Niagara 38 for 3 after 7. New bowler for Toronto Knight Riders. Hasib will take stripe. New bowler is Sahil for Toronto Knight Riders. Be bowling left him round for Hasib. Hasib taking a single, is guiding it to long on. They'll take Aditya on strike. Good batting by Aditya, just tapping it towards mid wicket for a single rotating strike. They'll get Hasib on strike against Sahil. Hasib with a biggie, and that's out of here. It's a six. Hasib, who has been good with the big shots, gets off his mark, and that's a much needed boundary for Niagara. Gets them to 46. Niagara would want these two to get on and build a partnership. They're both big hitters. Hasib again with his shot, just hooks it over fine leg for a six. That's cleared the boundary ropes. Good batting by Hasib, takes some pressure off Niagara. Two sixes in a row, gets them to their 50 in 7.4 overs. Bowler will be on the back foot now. Intelligent batting by Hasib, just getting a single after hitting two big sixes and getting Aditya on the strike. Aditya trying to sweep, and he's found the gap. It's gone for a four. Good over for Niagara. 57 for three after eight. Hasib here has been a great fielder for Niagara. Always 100%. There are rumors in Pakistan that he used to train with Jaunty Rhodes. But again, they are just rumors. Hasib will be taking strike. And we have a new bowler for Toronto Knight Riders. Humayun will be starting his spell from pavilion end to Hasib. Nicely played by Hasib for a single. Aditya taking a good look at the field. Uh, four fielders outside for Aditya and punches it too long off for a single. It's a good start by Humayun. And there are five fielders outside for Hasib. Hasib trying to get the gap, and he gets the gap between deep square leg and cow corner for four. Good batting by Hasib, good attacking batting by Hasib, putting Toronto Knight Riders on the back foot. There are five fielders outside for Hasib. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long off, long on, and a deep square. Sorry, my apologies, deep cover. Great batting by Hasib, taking a single after a boundary and rotating strike. He's on to 21 of 9 balls now. Aditya just tapping it to square leg for a single. Niagara slowly coming back in the game. Humayun with the ball. Hasib has tried to go straight to the fielder. It's an easy catch. Tried to hit it straight, didn't connect it as well, and went straight to the long off fielder. Good catch on the ropes. And that sees the end of Hasib, who was playing well. He will be disappointed. Hasib goes for 21 of 10 balls. Aditya still standing alone on the crease. Niagara, troubling signs for Niagara. 65 for 4 after 9. New batsman in for Niagara, Sat Kani. Was looking like a good partnership. Came to an end. Hasib trying to go straight, finding the fielder and getting caught at long off. Sat Kani is the new batsman. He will be taking the non-strike. Aditya will be on strike. And looks like we have a bowling change for Toronto Knight Riders. Aditya facing the first ball. Quick single taken. That brings Saad on strike. Faces first ball. New bowler is Priyank for his first over. He'll be bowling to Saad from the TNZN. Straight to the fielder at cover. No runs taken of that ball. They have brought in fine leg and he will be guiding cover from the 30-yard circle. Saad again trying to find the gap but finding the fielder. Baller bowling according to the field. Really good bowling by Toronto Knight Riders. Priyank coming again to Saad. That's it straight to long on. Saad getting off the mark with a single. Priyank starting his first over very well, giving away only 2 runs off the first 4 balls. Aditya on strike. And that's dropped. Aditya tried to go over short cover, but instead hit right at him, and that's an expensive drop for Toronto Knight Riders. They ended up taking 2 runs off it. Aditya has been the top scorer for Niagara, and you wouldn't want to be dropping those. Sitter drop by Toronto Knight Riders brings Aditya on 19 of 17 balls, facing the last ball. That's good fielding. Slight bit of confusion, could be a run out, but he's made it safe inside. That's 1 run off the last ball. Niagara 70 for 4 in 10 overs. Aditya guiding it through covers, finding the gap, but straight to the deep cover for a single.
72. Sorry, 71.
Humayun continuing his spell from pavilion end. Has started well, taking a wicket off his first over. Humayun to Saad. Saad tries to go square. And that's good running by Aditya, but couldn't find a third. 2 runs off that ball. Saad trying to guide it towards mid on, but just getting an edge. Just found the point fielder. A straighter ball by Humayun. Saad completely misjudged it. And that's another dot ball. Pressure building on Niagara now. It's 2 dot balls. Again, Saad trying to get off strike. It's 3 dot balls in a row. Can see the rush. He's trying to get a run right after hitting the ball. Good call by Aditya to send him back. and he's found the deep square leg for a single. That'll be the end of the over. Niagara 74 for 4 after 11 overs. The score still looks decent. Niagara will be worried only because of the fall of 4 wickets. And will be trying to accelerate from here, knowing they have a batting lineup, deep, strong batting lineup. They wouldn't be afraid to knock some out of the park from now on. Priyank continuing his spell from TMZ to Saad. Saad again finding the fielder, but slight bit of misfield that will result in a single. Saad looking a bit under pressure, but he should be confident by having Aditya as his partner on the crease. Aditya, well experienced batsman. Niagara will have their hopes on him to guide them to a good score. Priyank to Aditya. Aditya goes to covers, finds the deep cover fielder for single. Saad tries to find the gap at cow corner and he's successful in doing so. That will be a boundary. Take some pressure off Saad. That'll be a much needed boundary for him. Niagara 80 for 4 after 11.3. Saad again going on the back foot, trying to guide it between cover and extra cover. Not being successful in doing so. Priyank coming again to Saad. Saad going straight up, but not hitting it with as much power, finding the long on fielder. That'll be a comfortable two. Priyank with his last ball to Saad. And that's gone. That might have found the gap, and it's a great shot off the back foot by Saad over mid wicket, and he's found the boundary. Good over for Niagara and a good over for Saad. Niagara 86 for 4 after 12 overs. Like I said, the score has been decent for Niagara. Only the fall of wickets have been a struggle. They still have Muzammil and Mogis in the batting lineup, both of whom are proved big hitters. So they won't be worrying about building a partnership right now. This will bring Aditya on strike for the next over. Humayun will become continuing his spell. Aditya tries to punch it to long off, but finds the extra cover fielder. Dot ball. Humayun has bowled two really good overs, taking one wicket off 12 runs. And that's bowled. Aditya trying to go for a cheeky scoop, but Humayun successful in getting him bowled in that attempt, and Aditya goes for 22 of 22 balls, which will bring Muzammil in, and he will be joined by Satkani on the crease. Another big wicket for Toronto Knight Riders. New batsman on the crease, Muzammil. Muzammil looking confident. He will be facing the ball. He'll be on strike. Humayun looking to continue his good spell. Muzammil has been in the under 19 Canada squad. He'll be taking strike. Just guided to mid on for a single, and Muzammil is off the mark. So trying to find the gap again, but not hitting it hard enough. Fighting the fielder at cow corner for a single, which will bring Muzammil on strike. Well bowled by Humayun in the block hole, not letting Muzammil get away with any room. Another dot ball. Muzammil smacks it through covers, but finding the deep extra cover fielder will just be a single. And that's the end of the over. Niagara 89 for 5 after 13 overs, and they would be looking to accelerate from here on. And new bowler, and he's taken a wicket off the first ball. Muzammil, LBW, gone off the first ball. Sahil was brought into the bowling, and that's immediate result for Toronto Knight Riders, bearing fruits. Niagara losing another big wicket. Muzammil, LBW by Sahil, which will bring the captain Mogis on crease. Niagara have suddenly who were looking just getting off the mark towards a good score, have fallen short with two quick wickets of Aditya and Muzammil and now seem to be under pressure. Niagara 89 for 6 after 13.1. New batsman Mogis will take strike against Sahil. Slight confusion again on the pitch. Saad looking for a single. Mogis not interested. Sahil to Mogis. Trying to pull it but not connecting straight to mid wicket for a single. Saad will take strike. That's it straight to the bowler. Toronto Knight Riders looking aggressive on the field. They are on the up with 6 wickets. They're quite motivated. Saad looking to go straight again. Finds long off straight to the fielder for a single. I'll, I'll bring Mogis on strike. Last ball of Sahil. Was a doosra well picked by Mogis. Straight to the fielder on cow corner for a single. That will be the end of the over. Niagara 91 for 6 after 14 overs. Toronto Knight Riders really happy with themselves. And Humayun will be continuing his spell from the pavilion end. Humayun with the ball. Well defended by Mogis. Good bowling by Humayun. Knowing that it's a new batsman, he won't be going for big shots. Good line by Humayun into his last over. Mogis tries to go through covers, finding the fielder in deep extra cover for a single. Toronto Knight Riders won't mind this at all, giving away singles. 6 singles of 6 balls. Toronto won't mind that. It's punched over deep mid wicket for a single. Like I said, Toronto Knight Riders won't mind this at all. 6 runs in 6 balls is still a win for the bowler. He's brought in a short mid wicket for Mogis. Mogis tried to go back straight to the fielder. Not connecting. Cotton ball by Humayun. Niagara falling apart. 7 wickets down. The loss of the captain. It's 94 for 7 after 14.4. The host struggling in batting. New batsman in for Niagara. Kairav Sharma, the 16-year-old, taking crease. Good leg spinner. He took 5 wickets in his last match. Kairav plays the Super 9 in Canada, and he's still 16 years old only. Getting off the mark with the looks like a 2, and that was a comfortable 2 at the end. Caro off the mark. And that's the end of the over. Amazing spell by Humayun, getting 3 wickets and giving away only 19 runs. Great bowling by Humayun. The spell comes to an end. Niagara 96 for 7 after 15. So trying to go big might land safely, and it does. Comfortable 2 for Saad. Saad trying to go big. 5 overs left. Niagara haven't reached 100. Saad trying to start hitting. Swing and a miss. Good bowling by Sahil. Keeping it on the fourth stump. And consistent line. Not giving Saad any room. Saad going over extra cover. Will still find the deep fielder. And a comfortable 2. That's 100 up for Niagara after 15.3. They have struggled through it, but they would be hoping to put up a decent total to have something to bowl to. And a lot of those hopes depends on Saad. Punching it to extra cover for a single. Thank you. Cairo one strike. Great bowling by Sahil. Will be his last ball of the third over. And he's bowled him in between bat and pad, straight through it. Carroll leaving a gap between his bat and pad, getting bowled. Another good over comes to an end for Toronto Knight Riders. Niagara 101 for 8. At this moment, they will be looking to get through the 4 overs and put up as many runs on the board as they can. They do have a strong bowling lineup, so a score close to 140 will still be something they will be looking at. And the new batsman in is Ishan, I believe. Ishan, yeah. Ishan is 19. He's played some cricket in Gujarat and he's come here last year as a student. Ishan, only 19-year-old, has a bright future ahead of him. And Saad will be taking strike. Priyank We'll continue the spell from the pavilion end this time. He's bowled well, considering 17 of his 2 overs. Good start by Priyank. Niagara still 2 wickets in hand. South finding the fielder. And that's bowled. South again tried to hit it towards extra cover, letting too much gap between ball didn't bounce as much as he was expecting it to. And Niagara lose their ninth wicket, and their hopes rest on their two spinners now on the crease. Ishan, who will be joined by Abhay. Abhay, who has helped us throughout the tournament in setting up the cameras and the commentary box, will be taking stance now and will be joining Ishan at the crease. Toronto Knight Riders looking to wrap it up as early as they can. Niagara having last wicket in hand now. Things not looking good for Niagara at the moment. Priyank, 3 balls to go to Abhay. Guides it to point. Fielders up and about looking motivated and aggressive in the field. And why would they not be? It's 101 for 9 after 16.4. Abhay finding the fielder at mid wicket. They'll be looking to get through the 3 overs, putting as much as they can on the board. Priyank with the last ball. And that's a great over by Priyank. That's a maiden wicket. It's the best you could hope for. And after 17 overs, Niagara are 101 for 9. Ishan guiding it to long on, wanting a second up by saying no for it. Which will give up by the strike. Ishan off the mark with that single. Up by on strike. Going to go straight. Not connecting it as well. Going to long on for a single. Brings Ishan on strike. And that signal wild by the umpire. It's a big white. Well kept by the keeper. And a better throw could have resulted in a run out, but good running at the end by Niagara. Single of that ball brings them to 104 with 3 balls in. 105. Abhay on strike. Abhay just punching it to longer for a single. This is good batting by Niagara. Tail enders trying to just get through the 20 overs. Not looking, not risking any shots. Being Ishan on strike for the last ball. Taps it to point, and that's an overthrow. Welcome runs for Niagara. Single of the last ball which will keep Ishan on strike for the next over. Niagara 107 for 9 after 18 overs. So the 19th over, Niagara 106 for 9. First ball of the 19th over. Swing and a miss for Abhay. Trying to go square. Not connecting the ball at all. Good call by Abhay, not risking any runs. Priyank trying to finish his spell with another good over. Another swing and a miss for Abhay. It's 3 dot balls in a row. Another dot ball. That's 4 dot balls in a row. Abhay playing the same shot again and again and not being successful. That's 5 balls, 5 dot balls. He's already balled a maiden wicket. He would like to finish his spell by another maiden. Priyank with his last ball. They're trying to go straight, and that's a dot ball. That's a maiden over. The 19th over and the 17th over have been maiden. Toronto Knight Riders would be more than happy with what they have done, restricting an amazing batting lineup to 106 for 9 and 19 overs. And Niagara has 1 over to play with 1 wicket in hand. Would be looking to at least reach 120. To the viewers who just joined us, this is the second semi-final. York CC are the one team through to the finals, and this is the second semi-final between Niagara Elites against Toronto Knight Riders. Toronto Knight Riders looking in a very comfortable position, bowling first. Niagara 106 for 9 and 19. Ishan putting it away. They'll look for two. They'll look for two. Could be a run out. And the bowler didn't catch it. Could have been an easy, comfortable run out. But Niagara take two. They would. They want Ishan on strike. Ishan going to cow. Again, comfortable 2 runs. Great running by Niagara. We are having some issues with scoring. Niagara are 110 for 9 in 19.2. Ishan again looking to go big. They will look for a 2 again. And this will be a comfortable 2. Chance of a run out, but not collected by the keeper. And that's 2 again. That's 112 of 19.3. I would like to apologize for our scoring. There's been some issue for being updated. It's 19.3, 112 Niagara. Ishan targeting the same area again. They'll can look for a 2. And not this time. Ishan gets run out. Fourth time unlucky. And that's it. Niagara are all out for 112. Really less than what they would have hoped for. But with a strong bowling lineup, they would be looking to get some early wickets. Excellent, excellent fielding and bowling by Toronto Knight Riders. They look in a comfortable position, and we will resume play in 10 to 15 minutes with Toronto batting and Niagara trying to defend their 112 in 20 overs. Thank you. That's drive through covers, and Muzammil will get there. That's a comfortable two ball for the batsman. Toronto Knight Riders 2. Good over by Mogies. Comes to an end. One wicket off that over. Toronto 2 for 1 after 1 over. Prakash Podir will be continuing scoring. Well known as Praggy. Started off well with the bat, but like Niagara, ended up collapsing. Praggy with the ball. Swing and a miss. That's some good spin. Sahil on strike. Sahil did really well with the ball, like all the other Knight Rider bowlers. Swings it. Oh, shout for a catch, but landed comfortably. One bounce to the fielder. Single taken off. Bharat on strike. मैं तो अपना YouTube पे देखता हूँ.
Welcome back, viewers. So we are Niagara Elite scored 113 all out in 19.4 overs. TKR chasing 114. They're 11 for 1. Niagara got the early breakthrough with Mugi striking in this first over. He's got 3 for 1 in 1.2 overs so far. He's off to a good start. This is what Niagara Elite want from their premier experienced strike bowler. TKR just a little on the back foot. They've lost an early wicket. They're chasing a small total of 114. This one is caught beautifully behind point, and that might run away for four. That's a very good shot from Sahil, and that is perhaps his first boundary, and should give him some confidence. Bharat on the other end is four not out. Bharat obviously a very good batsman. He's scored some runs already in this tournament. TKR move along to 15 for 1. YouTube पे check करो. Mugi is now changing his angle, coming around the wicket to Sahil. Bowled it Fuller, and that's well driven. Straight to the cover fielder. No run added. These small totals are always tricky. It's the playoff game. There's always pressure. Chasing small totals. Teams revise their plans, are very cautious, and a couple of quick wickets. And Niagara Elites will be right back in this game. They have a very good bowling attack as well. Mughis to Sahil. Sahil tries to go big. That one came into him and just missed the off stump. That was very close. Sahil trying to play that expensive slog over the mid-off fielder and misses out completely. That is good bowling from Mughis. 15 for 1 TKR after 2.5 overs. Need another 99 runs. This is the second semi-final of the Niagara T20 tournament. The winner of this game goes on to play York CC, who won their semi-final game against Young Stars this morning. Both games in the first innings, team struggled to put up a big total after winning the toss. York CC came ahead in their chase, batted very smartly, led by a Brosh playing a very good knock in the middle, scoring a 50, and took his team over the line. They're around here at the ground waiting for to find out who their opponent will be for the finals, which will be followed right after this game. In the meantime, Niagara Elites fighting it out. They are the home team. They are the host club, and they've performed really well in the group stages. They won all three games convincingly. In fact, two games convincingly. One game was rained out yesterday. Prakash, in the meantime, continues with bowls to Bharat, tucked away by Bharat to short mid wicket for a single. Score moves along to 16 for 1 after 3.1 overs. So Niagara have definitely kept things tight in this power play over. Obviously, Niagara knows they need to pick wickets. Some quick wickets would definitely help them in the game. This is up in the air, but it's going to fall between the two fielders, and it's well stopped by Hasib at the long on boundary. Hasib, obviously a very good fielder. He's already shown his fielding in this tournament, taking some very good catches, and he's the premier fielder who always fields on those critical positions. Prakash to continue. And this one's well looped up by Prakash and well played by Bharat. Good all-round cricket. Just gently dabbed it to the deep mid-wicket fielder for a single. Score moves along to 18 for 1 after 3.3 overs. Sahil. Well fielded Prakash, giving it all. He's a seasoned campaigner, big match player. Tries to mix things up with his bowling. Prakash to Sahil, and Sahil heaves it away to the deep midfield. This could be in the gap, and That has gone for four, bisecting the two boundary fielders between long on and deep mid wicket. A good shot from Sahil all along the ground, and that runs away for four. So after 3.5 overs, score moves along to 22 for 1 for TKR. TKR were obviously amazing in the field today. Their fielding was very good. They took their catches. They bowled very well, restricting Niagara Elites to just 113 all out in 19.4 overs. Playoff games are always pressure games. They bring a different vibe, and any total is not easy when you're chasing in a playoff game. Prakash to Sahil. Well bowled by Prakash, looping it up, trying to get that wicket. Gets the inside edge, but in the meantime, batsman crossover for a single. 23 for 1 after 4 overs, Niagara Elites. They would be looking to pick up a wicket or two here early on to put the pressure on TKR. TKR obviously stands for Toronto Knight Riders, and a very experienced side who primarily play with the brand of Mississauga Ramblers. Mughis will continue from the pavilion end. He's bowled 2 overs, 7 for 1. He's kept things really tight. He's got the breakthrough that Niagara needed in the first over. He's trying to keep himself on and get that initial wicket breakthrough. Niagara obviously have a lot of bowling options, a lot of good spin bowling options, and teams have found challenging to score runs against this side. This is up in the air. He got the edge and well stopped by just falling short of the slip fielder. He's mixing things up. 24 for 1 after 4.1 overs. TKR. Run rate is just at par. I don't think run rate will be an issue in this game. It's about wickets. Mughis to Bharat, and Bharat gently drives it to mid off, and in the meantime crosses for a single. Sahil on strike. That's well bowled by Mughis. Very good channel. Mughis giving it all. Mughis at the packed offside field. Sahil, well bowled Mughis again. Beautiful bowling from Mughis. He's really putting in the effort. He's really bowling a great channel. And he is causing some problems for Sahil, who's also batting very cautiously against him. All Niagara fielders charged in the field. They're looking to get that another breakthrough. And this is up in the air. Should be taken. Oh, it's going to be just over the fielder's head. And that is lucky breakthrough for the batsman. Got the edge just over the head of the short cover fielder for a single. There are 4 men inside the ring on the offside, and it just fell in a vacant area. 26 for 1 TKR. Mughis to Bharat now. And wow! That should be close! That should be close! Loud shout by the fielding team and Mughis. That was very close indeed. Bharat missed out on that one. The umpire gave it not out. Seemed like may have just impact might have been outside off stump if there was any doubt in that, because it looked pretty straight from the pavilion and angle and the media box and where I'm sitting. But perhaps maybe just the impact just outside the off stump. That ball seemed to might have kept low a little bit though. because this pitch has played really well. Good consistent bounce. It's typically gets a lot more bounce on this wicket. 26 for 1 TKR after 5 overs. So Niagara have kept things tight. Their run rate is in check. They've only got one wicket though. And we have a change in bowling from the DMZ paintball end now. And Abhay is replacing Prakash for his first over. Abhay obviously a good leg spin bowler. Plays a lot of cricket all around the GTA and obviously plays for Niagara Elites as well. Abhay coming in and Niagara trying to pick up a wicket. He's a leg spin bowler who's got some variety up his sleeve. So we have Abhay now to Sahil. He starts off down the leg and that will be a leg by. Abhay has four fielders on the leg side, two men patrolling the boundary. Those are the two men outside the circle in the power play overs. Long on, and deep mid wicket. You have a short mid wicket and a square leg inside the circle. On the offside, we have five fielders on in the circle. Batsman not ready there. Got something in his eye. So TKR at 27 for 1 after 5.1 overs. They're taking a cautious start here. They want to build this platform. And this one is well played by Bharat. Tap to the deep mid wicket fielder for a single. Bharat, a good timer of the ball. He relies a lot on his timing. Oh, he got him. Abhay, as I said, that is exactly what Abhay can do. A good straighter one from Abhay. He's got some variations up his sleeve, and he gives Niagara leads the breakthrough they were looking for. TKR now 28 for 2 after 5.3 overs. And Sahil is walking back to the pavilion now, and Abhay has struck just off his third delivery. And that should lift up the spirits within the camp and the fielders of Niagara Elites. They've broken here 28 for 2. 5.3 is gone. As I mentioned, always difficult when you're chasing small targets in a pressure game. It's all about nerves and how batsmen cope with the situation. There are very fine margins for errors for the bowlers as well. Fielding has to be top notch for Niagara Elites if they have to make a competition out of this game. But in the meantime, 28 for 2. They have struck again. Who's the new batsman?
Batsman name.
Ryan Chauhan is the new batsman who joins Bharat. This is a loud shout again, and that's gone. Abhay has picked up 2 wickets of 2 balls here, and Niagara Elites have struck. Third wicket down, 28 for 3. Ryan Chauhan. Apology. So Priyank Chauhan was the batsman who got out first ball. LBW by Abhay. Abhay has struck 2 wickets of 2 balls. He's now on a hat trick. Just what Niagara Elites needed. 28 for 3 after 5.4 overs. Two great breakthroughs from Abhay just when Niagara Elites needed those wickets. This will definitely put them back in this game. We have the new batsman is Umair, 28 for 3. Let's see the field setup. Bit of nerves out there, obviously, in the TKR camp now. Small totals, big matches, playoff games. It's all about nerves. There will definitely be pressure on any new batsman who walks in there, and Niagara Leafs just need to keep taking those wickets. Wickets are going to be critical in this game. Abhay on a hat trick now. Let's see how he bowls. Well bowled Abhay, and this is up in the air. It's gone! It's got a hat trick! Abhay has got a hat trick! What a moment in this Niagara T20 tournament. First hat trick of the tournament, and what a moment to do it in. Abhay has got 28 for 4 now after 5.5 overs. 3 wickets for Abhay. Hat trick there. 1 run conceded. That was a loose shot, one would say. It was out there on the off stump, cut away by Omar, and straight to the backward point fielder. Niagara Elites are obviously supercharged now. 28 for 4. TKR. Game has definitely moved in favor of Niagara Elites now. Great bowling, great start from Abhay. He started off very well. He's caught Niagara Elites right back in this game. So we have Sahil Patel, who's now joining Bharat on the wicket, and these two batsmen obviously like a lot of will rely on this pair. TKR obviously expecting big things from this pair. These players were instrumental in getting them through the group stages. That's well bowled by Bharat. Abhay is bowling a brilliant line and length and mixing things up. What a great over from Abhay here. 1 over, 1 run, 3 wickets with a hat trick. That is put TKR right on the back foot. 28 for 4 after 6 overs now. 86 now needed from 14 overs, and as expected, when wickets fall, the run rate required keeps going up. So now 6 wickets in hand, and it will be pressure on TKR. So game on, definitely, folks. Both like Niagara Elites definitely might feel they have put TKR on the back foot. It's just now about carrying through that momentum. Mughis continuing. He's bowled good. He's bowled really well. 3 overs, 10 for 1. He's kept things tight. He's created some opportunities. And he's now going to continue bowling to Bharat from the pavilion end. And this will be the last over of his spell. He's finishing off his spell. Mughis obviously has a lot of bowling options in his team. He's the captain of Niagara Elites. Mughis to Bharat. Oh, he's got him! Inside edge and Bharat is gone! Niagara Elites at 28 for 5 now after 6 overs. 6.1 overs, and that is a big wicket. That is a big wicket. Bharat, he's had a very good tournament. He was the anchor man for TKR. TKR were banking on him to take them through this game. And Niagara have struck 4 wickets now. Without the score hasn't moved on, and they've lost 4 consecutive wickets now. 28 for 5 after 6.1 overs.
Come on! आवाज कम हो गई एकदम.
And Everyone now charged up from Niagara Elite's camp. There are certain Niagara Elite folks around me here in the media box. They're all cheering their team up. Niagara Elites 20 F put TKR right on the back foot. 28 for 5. This is all pressure game. Semi-final. Moogie's getting that swing. He's created difficulty for the batsman. Bringing the ball into the right-handed batsman, and now he'll be taking it away from the left-handed batsman. The new batsman is Parikshit, who's joined Sahil, both yet to get off the mark. And Parikshit, very watchful. There'll definitely be some nerves. All of a sudden, TKR, four wickets without any run scored, and are right back on at 28 for 5 now after 6.2 overs. That's driven, going for a quick single. Asib is a good fielder and well fielded by Asib. Clean pickup, charge to the ball, clean pickup, and attempted to run the batsman out. Good effort from Asib there. They're all charged and pumped, the Niagara fielders. And this is exactly what you need in a big playoff game. Back your bowlers, make things difficult for the batting. They did not put up a good total in the first innings, but they never felt they were out of this game. Sahil lets this ball go away. He knows this is Mughis' last over. Mughis 3.4 overs, 11 for 2. (29 for 5) TKR after 6.4 overs. Good tight channel by Mughis, bowling exceptionally well. He's bowling right in the wickets. He's bringing the ball slightly in. Very difficult for the new batsman to negotiate. Sahil Patel yet to get off the mark. And he nudges that gently, and Asif picks it up cleanly again. And Sahil dove. This is brilliant fielding from Hasib. Hasib is very agile indeed in the field. That is Sahil desperate dive in the end to make his ground there. 30 for 5 after 7 overs. And as wickets have fallen, the required run rate also keeps on piling up.
30, 30. 3-0. 7.
So TKR still need 84 runs of 13 overs, 5 wickets in hand. It's a very difficult ask now, all of a sudden.
That's a good side, Toronto Knight Riders. They have a long batting lineup, so it's a big ask, but they can still reconstruct and make it. On the other hand, Niagara needs wickets. One or two more wickets, then the whole game could shift to Niagara. Right now, I think, is evenly balanced. Yeah.
Well, exactly. In this situation, batsmen don't. The TKR team needs to look for a partnership. They'll be banking on getting that one partnership to bring themselves back in this game. It's just about this game is about momentums, and definitely this momentum has shifted to in Niagara Elite's favor right now. And it's not easy for new batsmen to keep up with the run rate as well while they try to build on a partnership. This one is a loose delivery, slightly on the legs. For the first time, Abhay drifting just slightly on the leg, and that is paddled away for 4 by Sahil Patel. Sahil Patel, obviously a very dangerous batsman, as he showed in the last game he played against MS Boys. He came in a difficult position in that game as well and took the game away from MS Boys and chasing a uh, scoring one took their score to 160 in that game. Abhay.
Abhay in comes Sahil. Sahil Patel, strong batsman. Abhay to Sahil Patel.
This one is tabbed behind square for a single.
Yeah, Abhay's line is a little bit on the leg stump. I think previous over he was a little bit more on the middle and off, or on the or middle and leg. He's pitching it on the leg stump, a little bit outside the leg stump. That's giving them a little bit of a chance to play on the fine leg side. Left-hand batsman. Let's see how he plays up here.
TKR at 35 for 5 after 7.2 overs.
A good delivery, a good delivery, good comeback from Abhay. First ball 4 runs, second ball a single, and now a good delivery to have a dot ball.
6 for 3 for Abhay. Got a hat trick.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Amazing. Just when Niagara needed those breakthroughs, Abhay comes in, does his magic. 3 wickets in 3 balls. And he's bowling well here.
Another dot ball. Every dot ball will put somewhat pressure on, even though it's a low-scoring game, but having only 5 wickets in hand, somebody has to step up and bring the run rate up. Dot ball will put pressure at the end.
Parikshit on strike. He's facing Abhay. This is driven down to deep mid wicket fielder for a single. Score moves along to 36 for 5 after 7.5 overs.
Last ball coming up from Abhay.
Abhay to Sahil Patel. This is one big wicket that. This is up in the air. Abhay gets in there. Look, what a mix up this is from the keeper and the bowler. And this one mixed up between Abhay and Sarang seemed to be a straightforward catch for Abhay. And Sarang running through from the keeper's end created that confusion for the bowler, and it falls between them. This would have been a big wicket. Sahil Patel, dangerous batsman, and still, this is all nerves. Big game pressure on both sides. Let's see who keeps their nerves.
Yeah, that was a chance. That was a big chance, and that was a
So 36 for 5 after 8 overs. Lucky break there for Sahil Patel. Good luck, guys. This game should be yours.
So we have Parker back with us in the commentary box. Thank you very much, Parker. There was a big chance. Abe could have gotten another wicket, but they should have called whose catch is that. It's always keeper's catch normally, but Abe was underneath. He could have probably taken this catch. Now
Thank
we
you,
have a
Tim.
new bowler, Aditya, experienced player, experienced all-rounder. Another spinner.
Slight confusion by Niagara. They would be looking to avoid that. Every wicket is crucial at this moment as the score is not a big score. Aditya would be looking to start off with a good spell. punched away too long off for a single. That gets Sahil on strike. We have a guest in the commentary box, Mr. Sarvesh Aire, who plays for Niagara Elite but has been out injured. Aditya in the ball. Punch to deep mid wicket. That will be a single again. So we have Sarvesh in the box. Sarvesh, what do you think about the tournament?
I think it's a great tournament and very well organized. Hoping that Niagara Elite reach the finals. This game looks to be in the balance right now, but hopefully a couple of quick wickets and we'll be right in the game.
Yes, hopefully. Good bowling by Aditya. Dot balls always helps to pile up pressure. What do you think, thanks, sir?
Yes, very much so. They need to do some tight bowling, but they need to take their catches, and wickets will happen. Okay, this could be a
That's
catch.
up in the air. That could be a catch. Sachin under it. Sachin, safe pair of
One more
hands.
wicket. Safe pair of hands. Safe pair of hands. Safe pair of hands.
Aditya again
The strikes.
getting a wicket off his first over. He has been consistently getting wickets off his first over in every game.
Mhm. Yeah, Aditya is such a great all-rounder. Whether he produces with his bat or ball or fielding, he is just a very busy cricketer out there.
Another big wicket for Niagara. Aditya producing the goods. And that brings Toronto Knight Riders 38 for 6. Niagara have come right back in the game when they seem to have lost hope with 114.
The Sahil, the danger man, is still in it, so he will have other middle-order batsmen rotate around him. It's a lower middle-order batsman coming in now, so um, Niagara has gone through the top order batting fairly quickly. Got their six batsmen out, so this is lower middle order showing up here at this stage of the game. But Sahil Patel, very good batsman. He was instrumental bringing the team into this playoff situation, the previous preliminary rounds. He's still on the crease, so and that was the catch that in Abhay's over that should have been taken or could have been taken. Um, any rate, Aditya to Sahil.
And that single taken of the fifth ball. There's still one ball to go. Anis on Anis on strike. The first ball Anis will be facing. Niagara bringing their A game to the field. Aditya with his last ball. That's good ball to finish the over.
That's a good over, very good over with the wicket. And at this stage, the most important thing the Niagara can do is keep taking wickets. That's the only way they will win the match. If Toronto Knight Riders end up batting full 20 overs quota, there's a good chance that they will reach the desired total. So Niagara needs to continue taking the wickets. 9 done, 11 overs left in the game, 39 for 6.
Niagara managed to up the required run rate to 7 now. Toronto Knight Riders needing 75 of 11 overs. Sahil will be taking strike. And that's put away for 4 over mid wicket. Found the gap very nicely, Sahil. Sahil can be a decisive batsman. If he stays there long, Niagara wouldn't want him around for long. Sahil reaching 12 of 10 balls and a much needed boundary for Toronto Knight Riders. And with that, they have put another fielder on cow corner and taken off mid wicket. Not picked up by the batsman. Good bowling by Abhay.
Yes, Abhay is consistent, and team is relying on him to perhaps do another quick wicket, and that will give Niagara pivot towards the momentum in their favor. Okay. Okay.
That's a big shot. She's out of here. That's a six.
Yeah, that was a loose ball, and that was a full toss put away nicely by Sahil. So two boundaries in this over.
So we're proving expensive for Niagara
For
Elite.
Niagara leads, yes.
14 runs off that over. There's a deep extra cover fielder. Straight to him for a single. It's turning out to be a good over for Toronto Knight Riders. That's and that takes them to their 50 in 9.4. Good comeback by 2 dot balls to end the over. Toronto Knight Riders are 50 for 6 after 10.
Sahil Patel hit a couple of decent boundaries in the last over, 1-6 and 1-4. He was given a chance by Abhay in his previous over for a catch. That could have changed the momentum, but they could still be on cruise control, just scoring 4 or 5 runs per over and keep the wickets in hand. And last 2 3 overs bring the whole total to the desired total, which is a low scoring game here. Um, Niagara needs wickets. It's 50 for 6. I think game is evenly balanced at this stage. 10 overs, 50 runs, 6 wickets.
Aditya continuing bowling from the pavilion end.
Yeah, Niagara is relying heavily also on Aditya, and Sharma will be the next choice coming up, I think, after Aditya to penetrate her.
Good ball to start the over. Aditya bowling the line required according to the field. And that's up. That could be a catch.
No,
Fielder getting under it. Oh, and he's just dropped it. Hasib.
that was a difficult
That
catch.
was a very difficult
It was
catch.
a
Hasib
straight, there
making.
was a straight up in the air, so they had to make a lot of grounds. Good effort.
Hasib making.
Aditya is appreciating it, and Asif if anybody could take this catch, Asif could have
Yeah.
taken it.
If Hasib drops it, I don't think anyone else could have taken it either. This is good bowling by Aditya. Keeping it outside off, not letting the batsman enough room. Swing and a miss. Going for the sweep and missing it entirely.
Patel has had 2 lives dropped twice. So this is and he's one of the. Okay,
That's a great attempt by RC, but it's a big shot that's gone for six. And Aditya being punished for a loose ball. Toronto Knight Riders 58 for 6 and 10.5. Aditya doing last ball.
yeah, it's. I think it's over.
Muzammil, over? No, one ball to go, man.
And that's over after 11. Toronto Knight Riders are 58 for 6.
58,
We are set up for a good game. It's evenly poised.
11, 11.
Now there's a bowling change, and I think it's a very welcome change. They have young Sharma coming into bowl, 16-year-old, and but he's cool as a cucumber. He has taken 5 wickets haul in the preliminary rounds against a good team, against a strong team. So let's see what he has in his package for this game. Um,
This game might go to the wire. Toronto Knight Riders 58 after 11 overs with a loss of 6 wicket. Sahil is batting strong on the crease, 27 of 19. Anis would like to just support him through the innings.
I think he's asking for a long off, and there's no long off. I would probably put a long off. He's asking for a long off. There you go. So he's getting the long off, and he's bringing the long on in, which is and cow corner is still there. So yeah, asking for long off. Yeah, which is a good move actually. Good field setting. Prakash is on the long off, safe hands. Hasib is inside the circle now.
Of 3 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Kara with the ball. Tossed up, and that's a dot ball.
A little bit outside the off stump, so he will change his line. But he's a great contender, a great competitor, a young fellow, very young, junior. Goes to the boundary, goes for single. Niagara needs to stop the run rate, control the run rate, don't let the run float. So they have a bowling change. Sharma replaces Abhay Anaswamy.
We have a deep square leg in place for Sahil.
Yeah, cow corner and the long on.
5 fielders out for a big hitting batsman.
Well bowled, well bowled. If you can put a guy like Sahil on a defensive, you're right on the mark. Young Sharma is in a little bit of a pressure here, but I think he can handle it. He's cool, very cool youngster. They go for single.
That's a bit shot. It's hit to long on and a comfortable single for Toronto Knight Riders. Anis will take strike. Sahil has been on this crease for a while. Niagara would be targeting the non-strikers, and Anis, who is still new to the crease, has faced only 5 balls.
It's a good ball.
Care with the ball,
Oh no, swept away,
trying to sweep
and he
that
should
might
go
go
all the way for
for.
four.
That's a 4 for Knight Riders, which takes them to 64. And that's dropped. That could have been a wicket. And that's dropped again. That's three catches dropped in the field for Niagara.
Yeah, to win the match, Niagara needs to take the catches. Catches win matches, and Niagara needs to make sure that take every opportunity coming across their way, capitalize on it. And this was another opportunity missed. Aditya setting up his field. He needs to provide Niagara that breakthrough that Niagara desperately needs at this stage of the game. One or two wickets will make this game totally turn around. Oh. This might run away.
Excellently played by Sahil. Looking for a three. They will be staying with two. Good shot by Sahil, just helping it towards third man for two.
Dot
There's
ball.
an inside edge. Hit the pad. Dot ball.
Oh, another one guy. Oh, this might run away. This might run away.
Similar shot, even better this time by Sahil. Just helped it over to third man, and the ball was quick enough to go to the boundary for four. That brings Knight Riders to 70 in 12.3. Niagara desperately needing a wicket now to slow things down. It's in the favor of Knight Riders right now. Tried to play the same shot again, didn't connect as well. Aditya with two balls left. Last ball of the 13th over. Two anis. And that's well played by Anis. Dot ball. Good over for Toronto Knight Riders. They are 71 for 6 out of 13 overs. 43 needed of the last 7 overs with 4 wickets in hand. Kairav Sharma will be continuing with the ball to Sahil. Sahil looking to go all the way, not connecting. Goes straight to the third man. No runs taken off that ball. Sahil looking to go big. Both players trying to outthink each other. This will be a good battle between Kairav and Sahil. And that signal wide by the umpire. It's well fielded by Mughis. Another wide. Kairav not getting the line he's hoping for. Took 5 wickets in the last game. It's a much better ball by Kairav. Great comeback. Looks unplayable from here. Sahil 35 off 29. Off 28, sorry. A bit shot, and that's pulled away straight to the deep square leg fielder. That'll be a single, bringing Anis on strike. Sahil has been dropped twice in the game already. Anis on strike. So it's a game of nerves at the moment. Batsman not chasing a big total. Anis looking to go big, well connected. This will go for six. This is wide out of here. And TKR seems to be in a comfortable position after a good partnership. Anis and Sahil. Dot ball to end the over. That's 14 overs done, 80 for 6. Niagara bringing in Ishan. It's a change in bowling. More known amongst his teammates as Jaddu because he resembles Ravindra Jadeja who plays for India. Ishan here is a 19-year-old, just joined Niagara. He's new in Canada. Niagara would be looking for some wickets. Ishan to Sahil. So inside edge to fine leg for a single. Good start by Ishan. Anis on strike. Anis has played some good sweep shots. Both the boundaries coming off his sweep shots. And he has stayed in there with Sahil, building a good partnership, putting TKR in a comfortable position now. 81 for 6. Ishan with the ball. And let's play it to mid on for a single. Tries a reverse sweep straight to the fielder. Sahil looking to go after the bowlers and uses reverse psychology. Trying to go, that's a catch, that could be a catch, that's a big wicket for Niagara. Well taken by the captain Mogis. Ishan providing a much needed breakthrough, and that puts the game right in the balance. Niagara coming right back in, getting out their main batsman who was looking set but not patient enough. Sahil goes for 37, and Niagara will be looking to pressure the new batsman right away. Much needed breakthrough for Niagara. New batsman in Prabjot. Ishan with the ball. Great bowling, good Yorker by Ishan. Batsman has defended well. New batsman. Niagara will be looking to go after him. Tries to swing it, doesn't connect. Good length again by Ishan. 5 balls in. This is turning out to be a good over. So that's over. Good over by Ishan. Conceding only 2 runs off that over and the much needed wicket. And looks like Mogis is bringing his most trusted bowler, Abhay, back in. Anis will be taking strike. Abhay starting the fireworks with a hat trick in his first over, putting Niagara right back in the game. He's coming back from the TMZ end. And starting off with the dot ball, TKR on the back foot. Run rate going up at 6.40. And that's a misfield. That'll be a single to put Prabjot on strike. Away with the ball. Tossed up. Batsman just guiding it over to long on for a single. Long off for a single. And I have Rupert here joining me in the commentary box. Rupert, what do you think of the game?
It's a well poised game. It seemed like Niagara has just taken the upper hand. The new batsman in is trying to get his bearings, but I think his partner will do well to keep him off the strike because Abe looked like he's right on target. Abe into Anis delivers, and Anis goes big. Didn't connect well. Man in the deep picks it up. Looks like Sharma in the deep tossed it in right away. Brings the new batsman to the crease. Niagara will want the new batsman in place as he hasn't settled. And Abir being their most dangerous bowler today would relish the thought of bowling to the new player. Here comes up Amir, and he goes big once again to the mid wicket fielder. Goes for a single. Abir dropping a little short there. He can't afford to waste any balls. He has to attack the batsman, try to pick up the wicket. Even though it's only a couple runs to win, but the wicket is going to be the telling factor here.
And that's over. 16 overs, TKR 86 for 7. And we will be, looks like we'll be going right down to the wire with this game. TKR needing 28 or 4 overs at 7 per over.
Yes, they only need 28 runs, but they don't have many wickets in hand. And Niagara looks very confident. So I think we're in for a fight.
Game is evenly poised. Ishan with the ball. Straight to the fielder. Dot ball. Starting off with the dot ball, Ishan had a very good first over, providing the much needed breakthrough. Prabjot trying to go big, not connecting, straight to deep mid wicket, and that will be a single.
I think each time they get a single, they actually put pressure on themselves because they need more than a single per ball. They need to stint up the run rate. They can't afford to fall behind because they're short of
And
wicket.
that's edged up. That could be a catch.
Oh,
Landed safely, Ishan, putting in the effort and making sure it's only a single.
as long as Niagara can keep them at a run per ball, Niagara is still in the game. Nerve will come into play, so you want to keep them close, and Niagara is doing just that.
That is great bowling by Ishan. 2 dot balls and only 2 runs. Niagara won't mind this at all. And the bad ball put away for 6.
Exactly what TKR needed. They needed to get a boundary because they were starting to fall behind. They cannot afford to pick up a runner ball because that plays into Niagara's hand, and he just released some of the pressure there by clearing the fence. It's it was a good shot. He got into place and took his chances.
Ishan last ball of the over. And that's gone. Looks like that was a misfield. That's gone for a 4. TKR in the front seat.
I don't think it was necessarily a misfeel. It just went past to the right of the fielder, and it's a very quick outfield here. If you don't get behind the ball, it is gonna go away for 4. The fielder is. It looks like it's Praggy down there, and he's known as a good fielder. So you can tell that he wasn't in place to stop that shot.
It'll be interesting who Mogis gets in to bowl. And it's a new bowler. He's got an Hasib to bowl the 18th over. 3 overs left. Toronto needing 16.
It's a might be a bit of a mistake here with bringing in a new bowler in this such a pressure situation. It's not. I would say it's an ill-advised change to bring in a completely new bowler into this stage of the game with trying to defend 16. The gamble is on right now. If TKR could unsettle the new bowler, this could be the over that seals the game. It's the captain is making a gamble. Let's see if that gamble pays off.
Mogis has turned to Hasib before in death overs and has proved fruitful. but we will see how the game goes. 16 needed, 18 needed, 16 needed of 18 balls.
With 16 runs needed, a bowler who hasn't found his line and length is under a lot of pressure to come into this stage of the game and try to make a difference. If I was the TKR team, I would be targeting this bowler.
Big responsibility on Hasib. Hasib has some pace. We'll see how it goes. Hasib with the ball. Outside off, straight to the fielder. That's a dot ball.
It's a good start for the bowler. As I say, he's coming into a pressure situation. Um, I'm not. I'm still sticking to my thought process that it's not a good spot for him to come into to bowl, especially with the pace on the ball that he's offering. It's. I think Niagara would have been safer to stick with their spin option because that was doing the trick for them. The pace bowler represents some risk here. Would it be a risk that pays off for Niagara, or would TKR capitalize on it?
And a single of that ball.
So
Batsman taking no risks.
so
Not
far, the bowler is doing quite well.
TKR needing almost a run per ball in their favor. And that should be only a single. Straight to long on.
The bowler is doing well to keep the ball away from the batsman. He's dropping it just short of a length. He's preventing that drive, but not short enough to pull. Can he maintain that for the next few balls? Let's see him.
That's not connected, but still an easy single. And he's trying to put it away, trying to go for a boundary.
Actually, the bowler is doing his job. If he can keep them to less than 6 runs in this over, his job would have been done really well.
Hasib starting well.
You just don't want to give up any boundary balls in this over.
Two to go. See, balling outside off and stopping it. Hasib, as anyone who's following this tournament will know, is a great fielder. And there was no way he was going to move out of the way.
He's doing a good job with the ball. Can he get out of this over without giving up a boundary? That one was hit solidly back to him, but he got in the way and stopped that ball. Niagara is putting up a fight, not giving up here, as TKR only needs about 16 runs to go. And I think he has done an excellent job.
And that's a single. Excellent bowling by Hasib under pressure, bringing the run rate back to 6 per over. And that's 12 needed of 2 overs.
Who is Mogi's going to go to finish off these 2 overs? He still has the option of Pragash. Pragash is always a tight bowler, but who is he going to go to?
Will be interesting to see. Looks like Mogis is gonna discuss it with an experienced Pragi, and looks like Pragi is going to bowl the second last over.
The second last over, traditionally the most pressurized over in the game, and Mogis is turning to the experience of Pragash. Pragash is always a very economical bowler. Can he keep it down here? Uh, TKR seem to be struggling a bit to get the ball out of the field. It's like they are picking up singles, but at a runner ball, they need a little more than a runner ball, so they need to hit a boundary here to give themselves some breathing room. You don't want to leave too much work to do in the final over.
Prakash to Prabjot. There's no fielder inside the 30-yard circle on the leg side.
So lots of singles on the leg side, but they need more than singles right now. So they need to score more than a runner ball to stay on top of things. I think for the last over, the yesterday we saw a game that needed seven in the final over, and the team couldn't do it. So you want to make the game where you only need about three to four runs in the final over. So this is your over to try to pick up some breathing room.
That should be a comfortable single.
Each
Sure.
time they get a single, it keeps Niagara in the game a little longer, and you can see the confidence building for Niagara.
Praggy with the ball. Swing and a miss. Much needed dot ball. Pressure back on the batsman. Anis on strike. Anis can hit those balls.
You can see Anish looking for the big hit. You can see him looking at the ball carefully, and you can expect him to go big now. He
Swing
swiped it
again to
away,
the fielder. Should be one.
and Prakash is doing an excellent job with the ball. Niagara is keeping the ball on the inside of the ropes. Exactly what they need to do, keeping themselves in the game.
We have a couple Niagara players in the box, and we can see the pressure that they are under, let alone the players on the field. Praggy with the ball. And that's a dot ball. Great bowling by Praggy, right in the hole, not giving the batsman enough room, using all his experience.
So TKR is falling into the hole now. Pragi is doing an excellent job. You can tell that you don't want it to go down to the wire in the final over, and that's exactly what's happening.
It's 10 needed of 8 balls. Prabjot would be looking
He will
for
be
a
looking
big shot.
to target the boundary right now before it's too late. And he goes
And
back.
that's going up in
Straight to
there.
the
It could be
fielder.
a catch. Muzamil under it and
He
he's
dropped
dropped
it.
it. Muzamil has dropped a sitter, and this could prove expensive later on.
Even though he dropped the sitter, he didn't give up a four. I wouldn't worry too much about the drop wicket right now because we're coming down to the wire. So I wouldn't
It's
worry too much about it. He kept the ball in the infield. Pragi is still doing a good job with the ball.
9 near of 7.
And he
And that's
bowled a,
ball. Praggy
he
goes
bowled.
through him. Anis has to take a long
It didn't cost
walk
them at the
back.
end. He didn't cost them at the end, and it actually got the most dangerous batsman there. It got the wicket of the
And
hard-hitting Anis when TKR needs boundaries.
and a great over by Praggy comes to an end. Praggy using all his experience, taking a wicket and only conceding 3 runs off that last over.
Batsman name.
It's 9 needed from the last over now. Pressure back. Pressure back on Toronto Knight Riders.
It's I would say the game is in Niagara's hand. They just got to keep their head. Don't give up any extras. The set batsman, the set batsman is walking back to the pavilion with 9 runs needed to defend in the last over. Who is Niagara going to turn to?
Two wickets in hand.
Only 2 wickets in hand. Who is Niagara going to turn to? Are they going to explore the spin option, or are they going to turn to Mogis?
Mogis is done with his 4 overs.
Okay, so they're back to
So
Hasib. Hasib came in and bowled the 17 over, and he did a good job of that. Can
it,
he finish off the game for Niagara?
it looks like it's going to be Hasib, and Hasib does well under pressure. Doesn't feel it most of the time, as we have known by playing with him. Niagara in a comfortable position, not comfortable, but better position than Toronto Knight Riders. New batsman in is Humayun. Humayun did amazing with the ball, and now he has to try to finish things off with the bat.
It seemed that boundaries are very hard to come at the end of the game. We haven't seen the ball go over the fence in a
Prabjot will
while.
be taking strike. Looks to
Goes
go big, could be a catch, and that's
one,
well
one
kept
bounce for Pragi.
inside. Only one run off it.
It's a that one run is a big run for Niagara. You now we're down to an equation of 8 runs and 5 balls. So TKR needs to hit a boundary. They have no choice but to clear the fence sometime, and you want to do it early in the innings. So if they don't clear the fence in this ball, you can pretty well kiss this game goodbye for TKR.
Right on, Rupert. Hasib with the ball. Outside off. That's a great ball. He has a fielder there.
And Hasib has done his job. Now the equation is down. You have to hit a boundary. The longer you take to do it, the more difficult it
Okay.
becomes.
Seven of four balls. Prabjot on strike. We all know Prabjot can hit those. But Hasib is bowling well. Four balls to go.
And he did it. He did his job again. Pressure mounts as they scamper back for 2 runs. They scamper back for 2 runs, keeping himself in the game. But as long as he's not giving up the boundary, Hasib is doing his job.
They got two off that. Chance of a run off, but a slight misfield. Let them do a comfortable two.
They can win this game with a six. Would Hasib give up a six?
Five needed of three. Outside off again. This
And
should be
he
only a single. Muzammil again. Good fielding. And both camps are excited and under pressure.
the game is
There's
still on.
four needed of two balls. We are going right down to the wire,
All you need
ladies
is
and
one swing
gentlemen.
of the bat, and the bowling side has to get 2 balls in. One swing of the bat or get 2 ball in. Who's going to prevail here? Niagara or TKR? In comes Hasib aboard with his run up. Tension is high. In comes Hasib again. Jumps, delivers, and the batsman flicks it away. Should be only a single. He just cut off the
And that's
single.
only a single. That's three. Excellent bowling by Hasib again. Good length again in the block holes every time, not giving the batsman enough room to swing his bat. That's three needed off the last ball.
So 4 runs needed to win here. One swipe of the bat.
Yeah. Yeah.
The batting team should know that they have to keep running. I'm not see the dugout is not talking to them, but hopefully they're game aware and they have to make contact with the ball and try to run 3 runs or clear the fence. Which one is it gonna be? Which one is gonna be?
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Last ball of the over. Second semi-final. Last ball decides who goes to the finals. Hasib with the ball to Prabjot. Ball to the block hole.
And
This could be a two. This could be two.
he didn't clear the fence and they only
And
ran two. They only ran two. I think we might have a
talk
tie
about
game here.
amazing semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tie. We might be looking at a super over. We'll wait for the decision. But the match has ended in a tie. Both teams have put their all in it.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that the batsman didn't try to go for the third run because they had wickets in hand. They could have taken a chance to attempt the third run for the win, but they conceded. Just they were satisfied with the two, putting it into the super over.
Yes, Rupal, I'm surprised. I'm surprised too. It is going to be a super over, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 5 minutes with live coverage of the second semi-final, which has been an amazing experience until now. Both teams putting amazing effort on the field. Toronto Knight Riders 112 for 8. Match is tied, and we will be back with the super over in 5 minutes. Thank you.
We're back at the Niagara Cricket Center for the Super Over in the second semifinal of the day. TKR is batting. They made a bit of a mental error, I believe. They didn't attempt the third run, even though they had a wicket in hand. Even though Pragi had the ball in his hand, it was worth the chance to put some pressure on the fielder to go for the win, but he didn't do that. So now we're here for the Super Over. Mogis to defend for Niagara, and the batsman is Ranjit. What was the batsman name? Sorry, Bart Nagy is the batsman. Batsman facing Sniggy. How much runs can they put on the board to challenge Niagara? We all know Niagara has some very hard-hitting batsmen, so I would say, you need to at least have over 12 runs in the Super Over. Can TKR put over 12 runs on the board? The umpire is ready, signaling to the scores. It looks like the umpire is signaling six already. He has his hand up in the air. Is the umpire a fortune teller? Inkamugi Snagi. And he goes big. It looks like the umpire was almost a fortune teller, but it falls short. They move back with a second run. Fielded by Abhay in the deep. Attempted a run out, not out, says the umpire. Abhay could have challenged a little better with the throw there, but he was a little lackadaisical on the throw back in. Maybe he didn't realize that there was a challenge at the batting end. Two runs after the first ball. Nagy is pacing, looking very impatient. Adrenaline pumping. Mogis looking cool as a cucumber here. I think Mogis right now has the win in the nerve department. In comes Mogis, delivers, and he tries once again to work down the onside. Didn't connect well. Would it go to the fence? A big gives chase, cuts it off just short of the boundary, tosses it back in right away. Good fielding from Bay here. Oh, keeper didn't collect, and they managed to scamper for a second run. The keeper did not collect cleanly for the third run. I'm sorry. Keeper didn't collect the ball cleanly, and they made it back for a third run. Brings a new batsman on strike, but so far Mugis is doing the job with the ball, keeping the ball in the infield, not getting it past the boundary line. Mugis still looking composed. Pragi is giving direction, some adjustment to the field for Niagara. In come Mugis. Delivers, reverse sweep, ill advised, and he missed the ball. Dot ball for Niagara here. First ball he was facing, and he attempted the reverse. Not sure why, but dot ball, and Mugis, once again, as I say, Mugis looks very collected. You would not realize he's bowling a super over if you saw his expression. Mugis turns, delivers, and he another dot ball beats the batsman. Batsman, it's once he gave that single and brought a new person on strike. He hasn't connected the ball yet. He's trying hard, but he doesn't have much luck here. So far, Niagara has restricted him to only 5 runs. Mugis looks unflustered, goes back to his mark. Here comes Mugis, delivers. A big swing and a miss. Appeals. Umpire signals wide ball. Wide ball. Mugis appeal for a catch, and it's for the first time we see him shaking his head. This is the first bit of emotion you see from Mugis. But so far, he's beaten the bat 3 times. Even though it was a wide ball, the batsman did go at it. Here comes Mugis again. Delivers. Another swing. Didn't collect too clearly. Straight to the fielder at mid-off. They're going for the second run. Run out chance here. Run out chance. Did he make it? The umpire is saying he's out. The umpire is saying he's out. Niagara is keeping their cool. Niagara is keeping their cool. As I say, TKR would have been looking to push that score above 12 to challenge Niagara. So far, I just don't think they have enough on the board. Ranjit, what do you think?
Seven.
Seven in the super over, that's not enough. One ball to go. Uh, I think TKR probably made a little bit of a mistake. The guy who was hot to took them to tie the game should have opened in place of Sahel, in my opinion. But the team management had a different opinion. But I think seven is not enough. It depends how much they get on the last ball. It looks like an even game again, and we may have another super over.
I think they need to hit a boundary here. They need to hit a boundary here, as the firepower of Niagara, 7 runs would not do it. Can Mugees deliver a dot ball? Mugees cool as ever. And Mugees just abandoned his run up after one of the fielders asking him to wait. He turns. Here comes Mugees. Delivers. Batsman charge. Didn't connect. Outside edge to the fielder. Only one. Only one. Mugees has done the job with the ball. You couldn't ask for more in a super over. Niagara give themselves a hand, as they only made it a target of 9 runs to win for Niagara. 9 runs for Niagara, and I think Niagara will be happy with their chances here. What do you think Niagara's odds is, guys?
I think eight in a super over, given in a T20 environment with five fielders, I think it's a very modest total. It easily can be overhauled, in my opinion. But it all depends. Cricket is a funny game. If just like McGee's, if the opposite team can bowl a good over as well, they can defend it, or at the end, all three options available at this moment, but looks like Niagara has a better edge going into this uh, chasing of 8 runs in 1 over.
I think with Niagara needed only 9 runs to win, the way Pragi swings the bat, the way Aditya swings the bat, I think Niagara will be in the driver's seat. I have a very nervous Tan in the dugout here. He's trying not to show his nervousness, but he is nervous. I'm going to put him on the mic. I hope his nervousness doesn't come true as he tries to explain Niagara chances here.
Thank you, Rupert, and thank you, Ranjit. It's not just me nervous. I think the entire crowd, as a matter, we have limited crowd here simply because of COVID-19. But even the team who's going to already in the final, York, they have some nerve. They're watching this game, and this is a super over. It could be still anybody's game. Uh, I admire Mukesh Mia because he's the captain. He stepped up to the call. He bowled himself. He could have given, I think, just gave one wide, but he did not spray the ball. Did not give a full toss. Didn't give a short pitch. Tidy over to restrain uh, Knight Riders to 8 runs, and Niagara needs 9 to win. And I'm not sure who they'll send out, but I think looking at the scorecards and looking at the form, I think Prakash, our captain of last year and MVP of the Hamilton District League, a very good, tidy, hard-hitting batsman. He will be in, and perhaps Aditya. I'm not sure, but I think Aditya will be my choice, but it's a captain's choice. And captain is in charge. He took the chart, and he has got this game, I would say, evenly poised as far as the odds. Rupert, you asked me. I think it's a 60 Niagara, 40 Knight Riders. It's a very biased opinion, but if there were 12 on the board, I would say it's 50-50. 8 on the board, I think it's 60-40. So these are my, that's my opinion, but that's a very loaded, biased opinion because Niagara plays here. This is the home ground. Niagara leads. Maurice Mia lives just few stone throwaways from here, just in Niagara Falls. So he's a captain and he's been playing here for 3 years. He has been training with this team during the COVID-19 this ground almost twice on weekends and Wednesdays. So they have been practicing hard. And this is a great opportunity for them to play some of the national players and some of the more experienced players. I'll call that Toronto Knight Riders a very experienced team, very well knit team, very organized team. They were here on time. They're practicing together. They've been playing together for years, looks like it. And for Niagara, it's a great opportunity to also, if they win this game, which is a big if at this point, they can play some of the strongest play in the country because York with Nikhil Datta, Rehan Pathan, Dylan, so many others, the captain himself. That team is really composed of some very strong players in the country. So it's a great opportunity. It's a good way to learn. Win or lose does matter, but opportunity to play under these conditions of COVID-19, play against some of the better players in the country or in the province, really, really icing on the cake. And Niagara is loving it. And I know they want to win this game, but this opportunity to play and make it all the way to semi-final, which they didn't think they will, is great. Even the Young Stars, the team that plays in Hamilton District League, they're in the Super League now. They had uh, they had Junaid Siddiqui who plays for Canada, representing them in the team squad. So they have some really good sides as well. And Young Stars made all the way to semis. Niagara's also in the semis. Both teams from Hamilton District League. It's nice to see that our own league teams are playing so strong, bringing themselves up to this level where they can face some of the superb bowling and batting that we have seen last 4 days by some of the national players. And again, it's a perfect opportunity. And now the stage is set for this super over. Tense, it is tense, and it's nerves are high. So I think it's best for me to pass the mic on to Rupert. Thank you very much, Rupert. And I'm just going to watch the game while I hold my heartbeat and hold my breath.
Thank you, Tan. I know you're passing the mic over to me because you're too nervous to talk now. The players are getting ready to enter the field. It looks like it will be Pragash and Aditya. Aditya in his fuchsia pads. I say fuchsia or pink. I'm not the greatest at telling colors. Ranjit, what color would you say that is? Fuchsia?
It's a fuchsia.
It's fuchsia. It stands out. And Pragi, both batsmen are in great form. I think I don't predict I don't predict things often, but I think they will make an easy work of this target.
Yeah, Rupert. I mean, yes, you're right. 8 runs to defend in 1 over with nothing to lose. It's always a side on the batting side, so it looks that way. But Humayun has uh, played a lot of cricket under me, with me. He's a very unorthodox bowler, very hard to pick. I think he has taken most number of wickets for TKR in this event and hasn't conceded more than 20 runs in four overs. He's been given the honor of defending these 8 runs. As I said, he's a bit of a Sunil Ryan. Doesn't know, batsman can't tell which way he's going to turn the ball. Typically, he's an off spinner, but bowls a bit of a up seam, and so we'll see. First ball coming up. Back to you, Rupert.
First ball, and he goes big right away down to the deep. Man out there. They look for two, send back. Throw coming in very quickly from the outfield. Made good contact, but as a fielder down the deep, cut it off. Ranjit so far is a single off the first ball. It's more like just a bit of a jab, a sparring match right now. Pragash, we know Pragash can clear the fence. Would he try to go for it right away? As you say, it's a very deceptive bowler, but at this stage, you have no choice but to go for it. Field adjusted. And he delivers. Prakash goes hard. Two men down there. Once again, cut off at the boundary. Only a single. Only a single. The equation now is down to 6 in 4 balls. It's still Niagara's game. It's still Niagara game as we still have a very nervous Tan in the dugout. Keeps saying one strike will do it. I think we all know one strike will do it, but he has to remind us. I think it's his nerve, but we understand why. Here comes the bowler to Aditya. And down the leg side, and he does get a little edge to it. He should get 2 here. To get 2, very valuable run. They're looking for a third. Prakash is sent back. Oh, leg by signal by the umpire. Leg by signal by the umpire, but it's 2 valuable run for Niagara. 4 runs in 3 balls. Equation still in Niagara way, but they will want to clear the fence here. They will want to clear the fence here. You don't want to leave it too late. We're playing cricket and you can miss the ball. Now's the time to do it. And he goes hard. And he has done it. He has done it. Aditya has cleared the fence, and Niagara has done it. It was a line drive six, mid connection between the two fielders, and Niagara has made their way into the finals. It was a beautiful strike from Aditya. He's a first class player, and he shows his value here at the Niagara Cricket Center. One shot and cleared it up. He needed to do it. Niagara is in the final. Niagara is in the final. Ranjit, any comments?
No, I mean, I think our prediction came right through. The guy was a nice hit. He picked up from the middle and off, and it was a flat six to the deep mid wicket boundary. Nice win for Niagara. I think they well deserved it. They played like a champion throughout the tournament without losing a game. So their record of undefeated team continues, and that'll be good morale booster for them going into the finals. And they are up against a good side, boasting about four national players, ex-national or current national players from Canadian setup. And so we'll see. It'll be a good, exciting final, and we're all looking forward to a beautiful game. And I just actually want to take this opportunity to thank Tan and the management of MCC for putting together this event. It is something that is really coming handy to a lot of cricketers because there was no cricket since May. For these guys to have some sort of competitive cricket in this setup, it was really remarkable, and the quality of cricket throughout these last weekend and this weekend has been outstanding. And now all it comes down to the finals. York, who also went undefeated against another undefeated team, two well-deserved team reaching the finals. So we'll just wait and see who comes on top.
Okay, we're gonna take a break here. We'll be back in about half an hour for the final. It's It'll be York versus the Niagara Cricket Club at the Niagara Cricket Center in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Join us again in about half an hour where we conclude this tournament.